Ridiculous.
What's up, bro chachos? It's me by myself hanging out at the oh no Mojo Dojo Casa house, and I've gone full native. No one's here to stop me, and no one can see me. Oh,
What is going on?
No,
what are you doing?
Everything's normal.
I left you alone for a week.
Everything's normal.
Oh. Brandon.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, that's a sweaty bit. It's a very sweaty bit.
How's my sound, Brandon? Is it okay?
It's got a little growl.
Okay, yeah. So if the sound's a little growly, I guess I apologize for that, everybody. I was gonna plug in my headphones, but then I don't have the right dongle for my computer. I have the one for my phone. So
right.
Oh
yeah. Boo.
So I'm just wireless, totally wireless.
Oh, well, I forgot to get the music going. So as I was getting ready, I was so proud of myself. I got home with like 2 hours to spare, and I'd forgotten to plug in the camera in the morning. But oh, here we go.
I'll try.
Yeah, I'd forgotten to plug in the camera in the morning, but I was just like 2 hours. Let's go. So I plug in the camera. I go and grab it. So apparently I left the camera on to see what it was at a charge, and I left it on while it was charging.
These are rough. 1 second.
No worries.
Nope, that's worse. Okay. These are roof stoof.
There's still a weird thing happening, but that's not your problem.
No? So it's not the headphones?
It got quieter.
Okay, I'll keep them on. I just got to turn you up a little. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted your story. You had 2 hours.
Yeah, and so what I had done was I checked the power to start it, and it apparently didn't turn it off. You know what the camera doesn't do when you have the camera on?
Beep?
It doesn't charge.
No. Oh, no.
So 10 minutes before I'm starting, I'm like, oh God, what do I do? Well, I could just do the computer. And then I got an idea. I'm just like, we have extension cords somewhere.
Okay.
So I did eventually find it after looking in the shed. It's just in our mudroom. So camera will survive.
Yay! That's awesome.
But it was a lot of running around just being like, oh no, oh God.
Yeah. I can only imagine. Because I'm so organized and put together.
I'm a big sweaty mess right now.
Oh. Think of it as your cardio for the day.
Hey, what did I got a good 300 steps in doing that, so.
There you go. It's
And
not
the
stress, it's progress.
Yeah, and the step counter is like not great at counting steps until you've gone a certain distance. So it's basically like if you're just walking around in a circle, it's like you're not going anywhere.
Oh, it's tricksy.
Yeah. So you have to be going for a while to count.
Mhm.
So when I'm pacing, I usually only get like a couple steps in on either end.
Right. Yeah.
But
gotta
when
go
I'm
the whole
running
house.
around, yeah, it's a thing.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's get Danica up a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, I probably need to turn my mic up because I only have the computer microphone tonight.
Yeah, that's all
But the
good.
good news is I have a setup and I'm not on a cell phone. So it is actually an improvement from last week.
No, exactly. So hi everybody. Thank you for being here. So news about Danica's return, the return of Danica.
Yes, it will happen. In fact, I am coming. The East Coast has attempted to claim me, but I shall return to Alberta.
Yay! Take that, the East Coast. Not today.
Not today.
Not today, Scotia.
But you're coming to Scotia at some point because you're going to love it. I got to point the other way.
Yeah,
exactly.
gotta
do this. That way. Gotta remember which way to point. Yeah, so I will be back next Tuesday. I tried to come back a little earlier, but the flights were bonkers. It was either like double the price of what Tuesday would be, or just like an ungodly hour. So
all the way up to 5 times the price.
I did. You looked too, didn't you? It gets really bad.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some insane prices out there. Which why? I know why, capitalism, but so I found a really good deal, and I will be back Tuesday night, which means I will miss the show. But I'll be at the store Wednesday then. So that's something. Silver lining, guys.
You'll kind of be flying when it happens.
Yes.
The audio, it seems to still be coming out of your computer because I can hear me.
Oh, my headphones are plugged in all the way.
Hello.
Wait.
Hi. Oh, weird.
No, I'm not hearing you.
I'm hearing me, and it honestly just might be. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Andrew! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God! Andrew came in with a math problem. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this? What is happening?
We're all having fun today.
The train's going to Wisconsin for 300K an hour, and this is
go.
Oh no!
Oh dear! Oh no!
Andrew, you can eat while you're watching, and we will not judge you. Oh, this is good. This is good. I think it sounds good for all the folks, which is nice. And I'm so sorry if you all didn't get a chance to read that. That was a lot.
All right. Well, I like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be back to well, not next week, but the week after. I'll be back to the really nice microphones and the big headphones. I miss our equipment. It's really good. Like, we've got a really good setup, and I just think it's cool.
Yeah. I think we do it better than most.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just pop it up so people know what I'm talking about. That's really sweet. So yes. He says to the couple who eats while watching a screen and does not talk to each other because we've been working together all day.
Yeah.
Our relationship
is day usually.
Yes. Our relationship is very different. Oh, yes, I just won't be on it because I will be in a plane.
You'll You'll be on it a little bit.
Oh, right, because we're gonna pre-record something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's fair. We'll get a little something, and I'll run that video right at the top.
Well, I guess you just can't get rid of me then.
You really can't. Because I miss my wife.
I miss my wife too. Wait. No.
So you showed me a picture of a wild t-shirt today, and I was almost tempted to be like, will it fit me?
Oh my god.
Is epic it the wife?
Yeah, I was my parents and I went to a couple different Frenchies, which is a chain thrift store in Nova Scotia, and I sent him some shirts that I did not buy but were funny. So one of them said epic wife since 2019, and my god, if it was the right year, I would have done it. I would have done it so bad.
No, and instead, I was a hair away from being like, I want that shirt for me.
It would not have fit you, honey. I'm so sorry. It was so small. It was so small for me too.
Oh no.
Yeah. I also found the classic Google, not Google, classic misogyny, I guess. I don't know.
I don't need Google. My wife knows everything.
Yeah, which you think is a compliment, but it does not sound. It's not a compliment.
No.
It's mean. I have no idea what we're going to be pre-recording, to be honest.
I'm not sure either, but
yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll talk about the comics for the week. I don't know.
So we might be able to do a couple things anyways, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll still make an appearance, even though I will be physically on a plane. And I'll get back home in Edmonton about 10 p.m. next Tuesday.
Maybe I'll have a Danica travels by plane video.
Yay! I love traveling by plane. Traveling by map, right?
Right, traveling by map. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other T-shirt that you sent me was the 13 American stripes, but instead of stars, it just has in big letters "Pray."
Yep. Thought that was a keeper. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was another one I should have sent you as well. Oh right. So it had the lyrics for "It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right," and then it had a little coffee mug and a wine glass, and I was very close. I was very close, but then I was like, "Oh no, that would be very bad. That would be very bad."
I like that.
Ooh, we could do like the Santa tracker, but I'm Santa.
If I can figure out how to do that, I will.
Call NORAD. They'll know.
Yeah, if there is some kind of like, oh, I look up this this plane flight.
There's probably a flight tracker. As long as you're not a billionaire, they can know where you are. It's fine.
Yeah, they'll just like share screen for part of it. It's focused on her now. It's kind of funny.
She's so fluffy. Boop. Hi, kids. Cat. I miss all my cats. I miss them so much.
Mm-hmm.
Having Callie here has been just a joy, an absolute joy. She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't think we've explained for people who are just fresh to this. Where are you?
Oh, yeah. Hi. For those who have just tuned in, I'm in Nova Scotia with my parents who live here now. They retired to Nova Scotia last year. I bought a lovely blue house by a beautiful lake, and I'm staying with them for a week. But prior to that, we had traveled across country for 8 days in an RV. Yeah. I left on like the 4th, I think. Yeah, the 4th.
Yeah, it would have been.
And it's the 15th. I'm aware that I'm gone for a very long time, and I'm not going to be back until the 22nd. So this vacation is running a bit long, but I'm having so much fun, and it's been over a year since I'd seen them.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess we're kind of making up for lost time, and we're having a lot of fun. We're doing a bunch of touristy stuff that they haven't really gotten to yet, which is cool. So I can kind of like nudge them that way.
It's a good excuse.
Yeah. Today is August 15th is a celebration of Acadian culture every year. So we got to do some of that today, which was so much fun. Yeah, it's just been really cool to see, to get more into my background, to do some classic Nova Scotia stuff. I've already had fried clams twice. I had a lobster roll. I will have a better lobster roll in the future, but that's okay. I still have time.
Nova Scotia, here we come.
Here we go. I love it. I love it here so much. It's so amazing. So, yeah.
That's wonderful. I
And
know.
I've been finding things for you too, so don't worry.
Fancy.
Yeah. We got some stuff coming for you.
So the last time we were on vacation for more than 5 days,
Yes.
has been almost 9 years ago. It will be 9 years in September, basically.
Oh boy.
When I proposed to my sweet wife.
Ring.
Yeah. In Connecticut. There was one place that I knew that we were going to be, was the premiere of the Peter Capaldi Doctor. They were doing a screening, so that was the only place we knew we were going to be for sure. And so I looked for a cool place to do it, and we found some beautiful gardens.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, maybe we should do this before we go to the thing. It'll be fine, and don't worry about it. Everybody shut up. Stop asking me questions. And as Danica remembers, I found a spot that no one was at, a nice, beautiful gazebo, and I had hidden the ring in my date book. Carved it out specifically to the day that I would propose, and hid the ring there because we were traveling by suitcase.
Yes, and you're very sneaky because you kept the ring box in your suitcase.
I sure did. How would you know that?
I wasn't looking for it or anything. I wasn't thinking that this would be the trip you proposed. Whatever, I don't know. So Bryce is asking if I've been able to visit any comic shops, and I actually haven't. There's a lot that I want to. My parents are on the southwest almost side of things, so like Strange Adventures in Halifax would be like 3 hours away. I'd have to think about what else is in Nova Scotia, but
Strange Adventures is the big one.
Yeah, and they're in Halifax and Dartmouth.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I don't think I'm gonna have the time for it, but that may be okay because maybe it's a thing that Brandon and I can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you do end up having the time, cool. If not, also cool. I will still send you my list of stray bullets that I need.
Yes, please. Yeah, I've got Andrew's requests, so they're on my phone, and I will keep the list. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna try to hit more Frenchies. Of course we are. Maybe some antique stores, and then like quite a few restaurants that they really like. Like we're going to one tomorrow that has amazing rapi pie, and you need to pre-order it because
you have to pre-order the rapi pie.
You have to say that you're coming there for the rapi pie.
That's fair because you're right. It does take a lot of time to render.
It takes time, and they run out, so they need to like know how much to make. So that's tomorrow.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
haven't
Yeah,
had good rapi pie in a long time, and that's partly because your parents moved away.
I know. And they stopped making ramen pie for you.
Yeah.
I think we can find it in town, but I mean, it won't be the same.
Yeah. I might get you to get Rick and Diane to send recipe.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If anybody has any questions about my travels, I'm happy to answer them. But I'll be at the store next week in person, so we can chat there. Send them in the chat tonight though during our show, and we'll just pop them up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I've got the number ones from Previews World open on my computer. So anytime you want me to read a solicit, I can.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Because
This kid came prepared.
I love it. So I don't have. There's a fair chunk of number ones, but
There
we'll
is, yeah.
probably skip a couple of them that are subs only.
That's fine. Yeah, I opened most of them. I did some guesswork with ones you wouldn't have ordered or you would have ordered for subs.
I like
So
it.
a lot of Marvel this week, I noticed.
So much more. Well, like almost exclusively like X-Men Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this year's Hellfire Gala really exploded. So I guess this is like all the ripple effect.
It really did wreck everything.
It really did. I still need to read, see if I can find a copy of X-Men 25 when I get back, because I didn't get to read it.
We still have.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I in fact even have it here.
That's awesome. I looked on the new release list for this week, and I was like, oh, I was waiting for that one. So I'll get to read it next week. That's okay.
All right, folks. All right. We're going to get to pile. We've got a pairing to start.
Comic Sommelier coming out.
We have the pen and ink of the many deaths of Lila Starr, where you can find out a lot of the process behind the amazing mini series that came out last year. One of my absolute favorites. We sell it so much at the store, and it has the pencils and inks, and a lot of commentary running through from Ram V. Lila Starr is an absolutely wonderful. Wonderful bit of storytelling where Death essentially finds out that she's out of a job because the person who's going to make it so that people can live forever has been born, and so she decides to become mortal, and things go from there. Really cool. Now this is paired with the tasting menu for rare flavors. Do you have that one up?
Nice. Oh, I don't. Why didn't I notice that one?
Probably because it didn't say number one.
Oh, it says number one tasting menu ash can. Okay. All right, I have it up now. Okay. The Eisner, Harvey, and Ringo Award-nominated team of Ram V and Felipe Andrade.
Andrade,
okay. Make their celebrated return, and you can get a first taste in this exclusive Ash Can edition. Tantalize your senses with this amuse-bouche, introducing this creative duo's next masterpiece, marrying the supernatural, Indian cuisine, and the cutthroat world of chef-driven celebrity in what will be the most talked about new comic of 2023. Oh my.
Wow.
That is some big words.
Mm-hmm. So for fully asking, I'm not 100% sure, but this tasting menu definitely looks like there's some laid down pencils that were inked over.
I think he's asking about Lila Starr, though.
Well, exactly, but I would assume that it's sort of a similar situation, right? That's how the process works.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my guess. I'm not 100% sure. But Yeah, there's only a few actual story pages in Rare Flavors. The rest is sort of like a lot of process stuff, which is really cool. But it does really follow up on the magical realism of Many Deaths of Lila Starr, except this appears to be also a person who's lived a long, long, long time, who's very into food and maybe has eaten people at some time in the past. So, yeah, it's very good and a good little taster for what's coming out in September.
That's coming up fast.
Yeah. The year's over half done, my love.
Ooh, it's almost 3/4.
Uh-huh. Oh boy. So we have the smorgasbord of Marvel X-Men #1 up here, including The Voices, which is an anthology series as usual for The Voices, with a wide array of talent, including Sarah Kuhn, Jorge Corona, Al Ewing, Craig Pack, Daniel Bayliss, Jay Edidin, getting to do some X-Men stuff. Good for them because they really like this. And so many more people. So that is really cool. And then we have the 3 of 4 of the Fall of X stuff. X-Men Red is also out this week, but you've got good old Canadian folks. Oh, get glared at me because I yelled.
How dare you interrupt my loaf fan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you want me to go through the solicits?
If you could.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got Alpha Flight Voice.
It's a good pairing, us.
Yes. Saving Canada from the Mutant Menace. Guardian, Hug, Snowbird, and Shaman return as a terrestrial Alpha Flight bursts onto the scene. But what schism will pit these heroes against their former teammates, Aurora, Northstar, and Nemesis, as well as Aurora's bow, Fang? The fall of X has changed the game, and will Alpha Flight soar to new heights, or be crushed under the weight of an impossible mission?
Ooh.
That was fun.
This is written by, I believe, Scotia resident Ed Brisson.
Yes. Yes.
With art by Scott Godlewski. It is indeed Scott.
Yeah, maybe I can stalk Ed Brisson while I'm not here. No, I won't do that. I will leave him alone.
Hey, Ed Brisson, would you like to meet an owner of a Canadian award-winning comic shop?
Yeah.
Happens to be in Nova Scotia.
He says he lives in Halifax, so. Dear Ed Brisson, please come on our show. I am in the same time zone as you. You have a week.
If I know we probably won't do this, but if there's ever a situation where we do reach out and just be like, hey, can we make this happen? We could record it. And that could be a thing.
That would be amazing. Well, if he sees this. All right, what's up next? We've got
Uncanny Avengers.
Uncanny. All right. By Hickman and Duggan. The Fall of X calls for the return of the Avengers Unity Squad. Innocent people and world leaders are dead after simultaneous attacks on the US and Krakoan governments. And that means one thing. It's time for a new squad of Avengers. False flag attacks meant to whip up anti-mutant hysteria are unfolding. And hey, some of Steve Rogers' best friends are mutants. Your new Unity Squad is Captain America, Rogue, Deadpool, Quicksilver, Psylocke, and Monet. They must solve the mystery of who the new murderous Captain Krakoa is and stop his team of killers from igniting the fires of a new world war.
So I will say the Hickman part is a page that he's been doing a lot of Marvel comics, introducing the different gods that are coming out soon, a precursor to that big series coming out.
Okay.
And finally,
The Dark X-Men.
a spooky.
By Steve Fox and Jonas Scharf.
Oh, good for Steve.
Welcome to the Dark X-Men. Oh, wait, question. Welcome to the Dark X-Men? There we go. Hope the world survives the experience. Reference. Following the explosive events of Hellfire Gala, Madeline Pryor realizes the world needs the X-Men now more than ever. Havoc and Gambit have served on the team before, but never one that looks like this. And how does Gimmick, breakout star of Marvel's Voices Pride, fall under the Goblin Queen's sway? Find out in the most horrific installment of the X-Men saga yet.
I'm going to scroll back a little bit for this comment from Andrew, the scamp. So it was apparently on August 1st, there must have been something in the air. I must have put something out there.
What'd you do, Brandon? What'd you do?
So Tom Brevoort was vague about it on his Substack to start out with, but then gave more detail, probably when told that, like, yeah, you can kind of talk about more about what's happening, because people were losing their freaking minds about vague stuff.
Yeah.
Dan Buckley called Tom Brevoort into his office to essentially sell him on taking over the X line at some point in the future. Now, given how these projects happen, this is probably at least a year away that we'll start seeing the books from that Tom's developed. But with the Fall of X happening and some a little bits coming out of that, it's probably going to be the end of sort of the Krakoa era, and Andrew is not happy about it. But it's going to be okay, because Tom Brevoort is actually super good at his job. I like that boy.
Fluffy.
Who this?
Fluffy butt.
Yeah, there you go. We can see full kitten.
Full
Say hi, Mama.
floofer. Hi, Squisherman. Hello. Kitty. Hi, Squish. Hi, I miss you. He's like, that's not Mom. That's headphones. You don't know what you're doing.
So something fun that has happened with the cats. Oh, no, don't touch the stuff, bud. Something fun that's happened with the cats is I'll show them Danica on the phone, and they'll be like, oh, and they'll like rub their face on the phone, and then they'll kind of sniff, and they'll be like, oh, that's not Mom. That's a trick. That's a trick. That's a goblin. That's not Mom.
I am a goblin.
Yeah. So
that's the real trick.
They see her and they're like, oh my God, yay. And then they're just sort of like sniffing around. They're like, oh, no, that's not Mom. That can't be Mom. It does not smell like her. So, I mean, they're probably happy that you're not trapped in a phone.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. I could be in a Doctor Who episode, an unnamed character in a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be scary.
Hey, bud, can I keep going? No, you can't. Come on, scooch. Butts. Butts.
Butts, yeah. It's for sure. I think you might need to just kick him out. Oh.
Well, he's sitting, but
yeah,
we'll see. All right. Yes, you're fine. Got so many.
This is the one I wanted to read.
Oh, and I forgot I was gonna send you the PDF.
Ooh, can you? Because then I can still technically read it on a Wednesday.
I'll see if it's still up.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it
sure.
might not be. That's okay. What? Ooh, what?
Kelly Thompson announced that if you subscribe to her Substack like we do, the call will be up there tomorrow.
Ooh.
So I can send you that.
I would love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one I've absolutely been
by the
waiting
way.
for.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, okay, I shouldn't say really like I'm surprised. It's Kelly Thompson. Of course it's going to be good. I love her. I love everything she does.
This is the artist that she did the Jessica Jones books with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. All right, I will read the solicit. Something is killing the children horror vibes mixed with the Goonies style adventure as 5 friends set off to shoot a short film on a forbidden rock near their home the summer before they all go their separate ways. Oh, sorry.
Even on the other coast.
Well, to be fair, it's almost midnight.
It is true. That is
and
very
I'm
true.
Doing pretty well.
I agree.
But that's not really why they're there. One of them has lied, and that lie will change their lives forever.
This is extremely cool and creepy. It has a lot of Kelly Thompson's really good personal relationships that she builds with her characters, and that sparkling dialogue that she gives people. That's that little bit playful of people who've been around each other for a long time, and wholly unique to each character. I really like the way that she crafts stories, and this is freaking outstanding. Andrew is right, because if nobody tells them, I'm looking at you, Bleeding Cool, they don't care.
They can't get angry about it. They want to get so angry. Yeah, look how much I care about retailers who worry that Substack is stealing their customers. They're paying Kelly Thompson directly for her comic that she did. There's no way we would even be part of that chain. There's nothing to be mad about. They're not stealing any customers. They don't exist.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, outside of that, the crossover between people who are just going to get digital and people who are buying, well, I say just getting digital. The people who would get digital and not buy a print comic, the Venn diagram is really small for that. You sell a book, you sell it off of its flavor, off of its passion, off of the connections that you can make with it. People want tangible objects in their life if they really like a book.
Yeah. So, like it honestly will probably get more people to buy the single issue because they'll read it on their computers and go, wow, I need to own this.
It's so freaking good.
Complete Neanderthals are just scared of anything with technology. They're just like, it hurts me. Like, I don't understand. It's so aggravating. Like, these things can work together in tandem. Paper and technology have always worked together. And yet, every time there's a little bit of progress, or dare I say it, a comic creator actually gets another stream of income, which doesn't involve us, it's their fault. I'm like, no, they need to feed their families too.
Yeah. Kelly Thompson also officially announced the second arc of Black Cloak today. It'll start in February.
I'm excited. I have been loving Black Cloak. It's one I'm going to get the trade for. So we've had shelf copies of the single issue, but I'm going to bring home the trade.
Yeah, it's real exciting. Honestly, she's one of the best, and her stories are amazing. If you haven't been reading her stuff, we can recommend something to you, to your flavor.
Yeah. She's got all kinds of flavors. So honestly, you give me anything, I can actually, that might be a fun challenge. You give me anything, and I'll find a Kelly Thompson series for you. This is a tax recommendation, which we love. Tux is one of our many interns.
Indeed.
He is a very handsome black cat, with a little white fur, like my Joy.
A little bow tie.
Yeah, they match. It's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, this is a personal question. I hope that's okay.
Yes.
Did the Riley Rossmo cover of the Dark Knight Terrors Zatanna get into my file from last week or 2 weeks ago?
It sure
Because
did.
I ordered the Rossmo, but it wasn't pulled on my manage. So Brandon.
It should have pulled on your manage because that's what told me to do it.
Still there, so I'll delete it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because it's a really good cover.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
It
you.
is a side for you.
I so rarely get to be the customer. Where's my comic, Brandon?
I
No,
want
we
to
have actually.
cover, and if I don't get it, I will wreck your world.
I will ride in the streets, sir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write you a bad Google review. 1 star.
Dear Mr. Google, I am upset with with an establishment which I have a passing relationship with.
Yeah, I'm completely unbiased third party. This store sucks.
Dearest Mr. Google, I hope you're doing well. I'm fine. It turns out the 5 stars that I've given the store is more like a 4.5. Though they don't have a half, so I suppose this will do. We've gotten reviews like that before, which is like, I would give them 3.5, but I don't have the capabilities of that.
So they just get 3. And it's like, why don't you round up to 4?
Well, and even then,
oh my God.
it betrays such a like, okay, bud, everyone's gonna he was gonna do 3.5. Like everyone's gonna sit there and be like, well, that is something to chew on. I'm really happy that they denoted that because this is something that I'm gonna think about for a long time.
Oh, it's that half star that's gonna get millions of people walking in the store. Just
Thank
millions.
you, Brando. That really helped me out.
Yeah. My favorites are the ones who are legit like humans, but they've only reviewed like 3 places, and it's like us, and then somewhere they traveled, like a weird like a restaurant in Jasper or something, and then like a laundromat, and I'm like, hi. I know people go to these things, but it just seems so random.
My quote unquote favorites are the ones that are like, this establishment is woke garbage, but all of their reviews are from somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. Well, those are the obvious fake ones.
Because they found us from freaking ding-dongs.
Yeah. Let's not worry about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me more about comics.
The new Disney Villains Hades book. This is what you think it is. It's got Hades. Ow, don't bite me. Okay, I might have to kick him out.
I think you might. He's getting
some casting spells.
Yeah.
Doing this.
He doesn't like that. No.
Also, he's like, pay attention. So this is the Hades story. It's written by Elliot Callan, who has done a whole lot of good fun stuff, but the art style is very much the Hercules art style. Like they really nailed it with this one. So if this is something that interests you, definitely check it out. I'm going to exercise a squish, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. In
the meantime, you want to talk about this one?
What is it? Hollywood
Special, baby.
Hollywood. Oops. If I spelled it right, it would probably be. Oh, it's a new Dark Spaces. That's fun. All right, so this is written by Jeremy Lambert, and the art is Claire Rowe. Bye-bye. All aboard the Hollywood Special, the 1942 luxury train touring the United States to support the war effort. On board is fading star Vivian Drake, doing her best doing her part to boost morale and finally give the tabloids something other than her nose-diving career and shambles of a family life to write about. But when the special pulls into the coal mining town of Minersville, PA, amid the collapse of a mine, Vivian finds herself facing every failure and bad memory she's bottled up in the form of what the miners found in the dark, the thing they call the mismatch man, who feeds on pain and regret.
This book
sounds
is messed up.
Oh yeah.
It is really just getting to the concept to start out with, but where it ends, I'm just like, okay, here we go. So it has that nice old Hollywood polish. I think now we're gonna have Kit coming over. No, she hopped down. It has that old Hollywood polish that really kind of colors the scene and the era, but then really goes into sort of like this disparate state of affairs that existed, that who knows if that's happening in times right now. It's Jeremy Lambert and Claire Rowe, whose art I always love. It kind of verges on sort of like a Fabio Moon style, which I really like. And yeah, I'm very happy with this. Scott Snyder, he could be an editor if he wanted to. Same with Kurt Busiek. I remember when he was kind of show running a bunch of Marvel snapshots, and those books were phenomenal. I have an oversized hardcover of that run, but he'd be like, "Oh yeah, Mark Russell, you can do this Captain America book." Like, it's absolutely outstanding. The way that he put together some of these teams that were just put out some remarkable stuff. Anyways, Scott Snyder's doing the same thing with the Dark Spaces books. And all of them are worth reading if you really like horror. But I will say they do seem to read better as graphic novels. And this one will too. But I will say that the ending of this one still got me just like, okay, all right, let's go. I mean, ooh. We've got Strange Science.
All right, coming up. All right, Danny Malloy is Jinx Holiday's best friend, and where one goes, the other is sure to follow, even if that means through hell and back and forth through the depths of space and time. When Danny receives a mysterious message from former friend Dilton Doily, Danny is horrified to learn that he's built a time machine and it's gone terribly wrong. And now the three of them might have been transported to a warped version of Riverdale, where nothing seems quite right. It's up to Danny to set things right and bring them back to the present day and the hometown they know and love.
This features Archie Comics' first trans character, story by Magdalene Visaggio, with work from Butch Mappa and Ellie Wright.
Sorry, I was trying to be subtle, but yeah, you're right. I know, I didn't mean to. I was quickly looking up Claire Rowe just to remind myself of her art, and yeah, she's been on a ton of stuff. But I will not type anymore.
Sorry. Andrew, you're spicy when you're hungry.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. I will only type the title when I need to search, but yeah, the Google thing was probably a little bit much.
In terms of this, when I'm talking editor, I'm not. I'm in this case not referring to writing style so much as casting. In terms of creators and putting projects together. We've got this new Godzilla War for Humanity book, which is outstanding, by the way. A lot of the Godzilla books for me personally, I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever, dudes. This is from Andrew McLean, who's writing. He's the Headlopper dude.
Oh.
And Jake
Oh.
Smith, who has a really interesting art style. I'm going to cheat and show you. Ooh, look at that. So it almost has like they're going for like an older classic feel, but it is definitely more kind of your modern indie version of, say, like a 70s comic. And it's wonderful. It's basically this team that gets together to try and figure out some kaiju stuff, because there's a weird monster kaiju that is like weirdly incapacitating all of these other kaijus and causing a lot of environmental trouble, and how they hope to get Godzilla to help out. It also includes a billionaire dillweed who sucks, and I hate him. But I think that's the point. We also have What If Dark, which is just What If. Moon Knight. If I could get you to pop that one up.
Okay. What if Moon Knight did not survive his battle with Bushmen? When Khonshu's avatar is slain, a different god empowers their own surprising champion. From the darkness emerges a new force to light the way, Luminary. But will her quest for revenge against Moon Knight's killer result in her own downfall?
Who's to say in this dark series? Nothing bad happened.
Oh yeah, what ifs always end better than the main stories, and never with more deaths.
No. How dare you, for one.
I dare.
And finally, for single issues, we have Battle Action #1, which was out in the UK in May.
Wow.
It is from Rebellion, the company that puts out 2000 AD, and Rebellion owns a whole lot of old British properties, including Battle Action. In this one, you are getting not only a John Wagner story. I believe John Wagner co-created Judge Dredd. At the very least, is responsible for a whole lot of 2000 AD stuff. But you also get Garth Ennis and Keith Burns doing a Johnny Red story. So, yeah. Folks like their Garth Ennis. Don't you, folks? All right, we're at trade paperbacks. And a couple right off the top are from Rocket Ship. So these are generally online projects that have come out in collected edition. First up, the complete edition is a thick brick, baby. Girls Have a Blog, the complete edition. This is basically a couple of creators who are talking about their pop culture likes and whatnot. Creating comics, playing video games, eating burgers. Everything is better when it's with your best friend. Learn how to adult with Tara and Sarah. And it's adorable. I really love it. I've read through a couple things and was like, these folks are fun. I love them. So that's a lot of fun here too. And the wonderfully titled Born Sexy Tomorrow.
Okay.
Blaze Galaxy, a reckless renegade spaceman rogue, lives by his own rules, fighting, feasting, and effing, fostering human-alien relationships from planet to planet. He fears nothing except commitment. His current mission, to save the human race from certain extinction again. Just another Wednesday, really, until he accidentally awakens an adorable assassin cyborg created by a race of perverted aliens whose prime objective is to eliminate human life. Only the cyborg has been programmed to imprint on the first living being that he sees and join Blaze Galaxy and the cyborg as they pew pew their way through the galaxy, dancing in cantinas, warring in the stars, battling Galacticas, and fleeing from Blaze's crippling emotional problems at the speed of light. It's an adventure of space-time and Born Sexy Tomorrow.
Ooh, that ended very well.
It is very gay, extremely gay. We have Ultra Laser. They came from space. The buzzards are plundering natural resources of every world they conquer. But on Topoi, Horb and Buku are not going to let that happen. And to protect the king of beasts who keeps the balance of the elements on the planet, they'll have to locate the unique and legendary power that will save them. The Ultra Laser! The art in here is absolutely gorgeous. This is an original French publication that's been brought over here by Fair Square Comics. And as such, it is gorgeous. Look at the babies. Look at them. So definitely in this sort of round fantasy style, which I really like. No, he's just let the door open. Well, it's closed now to keep Squee out, but Kit was trapped inside, and she is none too pleased about that. But she's back in the loaf pan just past here. But as soon as I close the door, she's like, like me at a Ninja Turtles concert when I'm 6. Close the doors? No.
You can't get out of the office unless you use the power of song.
Mm-hmm. Got to fight to be brave.
Did we talk about your interview last week?
I think we might have a little bit. Just to answer Sean's question, it says a middle grade graphic novel. So it was on CBC Radio talking about the Ninja Turtles. Now, I can't share that on Facebook anymore. I tried. It told me no.
He really did.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. I got to talk about my experience at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles concert and being locked in there with the Shredder, who said that we were going to be there forever and the Turtles couldn't do anything to save us. And I cried. It was terrifying.
Yeah, so you can hear some of Brandon's trauma if you go to cbc.ca.
CBC Edmonton AM. It'll have, if you look for Turtles. Or I can send you a link, I think.
Just not on Facebook.
Yeah, just not on Facebook. Because I got it. And it's exciting. I should link to that at the end of one of my Substacks.
You should, because you could probably put your Substack link on Facebook.
I can.
There you go.
True.
Trixie.
I'm doing a little Trixie. Mm-hmm. I put out 2 Substacks this week. One of them about how good solicitations aren't enough anymore. You can't just sort of and the one that I chose, Kill Your Darlings, is a really, really good story, honestly. I really liked the way that they built the story, but on the face of it, it's sold basically as like a kind of chosen one narrative where a young girl has imagined this world and it has to eventually go and save it. And so, there's a lot of that out there. It's the execution of it that was really good. I'm very happy with how that turned out, and I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy it. So Kill Your Darlings. Keep an eye out for it. We ordered some extra copies because I was able to read the first 2 issues, and I'm like, oh, okay, so we're doing something a little interesting here with this story style, and I was very happy about it. It is co-written by the Supple Boys, which is a nickname that Donny Cates gave them. They actually do a lot of kind of admin work for a lot of comics people's Substacks. So we're talking like Brian Michael Bendis, the Kids Love Chains folks, Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman, Matthew Rosenberg, and they've been developing their own stuff, and I think they did a remarkable job for their first book out. So good for them. All right, last two things, both from DC. Oh, it's the soft cover of Wonder Girl, baby.
Nice.
Where's my? Yeah. Very excited for that one. It has the entirety of her solo stuff. The Wonder Girl 1-7, the Wonder Girl annual, and the Future State stuff. What I like about what they did was they put the Future State stuff at the end, even though it was the first stuff to come out, because it takes place in the future, you see.
Yeah, makes more sense.
Yeah. And so I love Yara Flor. She is my favorite. She is my once and future Wonder Woman. You've never met a hero. Sorry, what?
You're going to say future wife.
No.
I was like, I mean, I'll be sad, but I understand. she's pretty great.
That's how you introduce me sometimes as your first husband.
Yes. Depending on the company and who would actually understand and laugh at it, because it's a very dark joke.
You've never met a hero like Yara Flor. Born in Brazil but raised in Boise, Idaho, brash, outspoken Yara has always felt something has been missing from her life, and now she's heading to the land of her birth to find it. Little does she know her journey will pit her against gods, monsters, and Amazons, and set off a series of events that will change the world of Wonder Woman forever. One of the reasons why I love Yara so much is the future state story that's in the back of this, which is really great, where she gives no hex, but also there was a Superman Wonder Woman story that they did that started out in Brazil, and the Prime Minister of Brazil was needing to get somewhere, and he's like, I will take my helicopter, even though everything, the traffic's all choked up around him because of his policies. So she just straight up grounds the helicopter, destroys the helicopter, and is like, you caused this, you deal with it, walks away. And that's my Wonder Woman.
That's your future wife.
That's my future wife.
This is Danica, my first wife, and then I got an upgrade. I'm okay with that. That's like not even an insult to me. I'm like, you know what? You ditched me for a Wonder Woman. That's fine. That's fine. We'll still be friends. Just introduce me.
Absolutely. And we have the first collection. Ram V, Raphael Albuquerque, although he's doing the first arc, and then some other artists are doing some stuff. The very gothic Detective Comics, the styling of it, everything, outstanding. Ram V actually talked about this on his most recent off-panel interview, where he said he had a specific feel in mind and wanted to see if the art and the aesthetics could reflect that in this very gothic style. And so this is the whole arc is going to be this gothic nocturne style story. Although I'm a little sad that they don't have that on here, except it just says Batman Detective Comics, as though that's what it is, and nothing else. So Gotham Nocturne. The Gothic opera begins here. Something is terribly wrong with Batman. No matter the tests Bruce takes, nor the numbers he counts, the greatest detective in the world can't pin down the source of this creeping dread, of his own inner demons and looming mortality. Meanwhile, real demons roam the shadows as an ancient melody haunts the Gotham night. Here now, the curtains rise and the eerie tune streams in. Who is human? Who is demon? And who is to tell? As Batman investigates the songs and the demons of Gotham, he is forced to confront the oldest question. Has there been a demon within him all along? And if so, what does it want? And why hasn't it taken over yet? It's a new era for the detective of the night as we introduce award-winning writer Ram V and artist extraordinaire Raphael Albuquerque. Together, they'll turn Gotham into a tragic yet beautiful Gothic opera for our eyes and ears to feast on. Yay! All right. It is midnight where you are, so I'm going to do this one quick.
Sorry. Yeah, my reaction is not based on the quality of the detective.
I know.
Really winding down. It's okay. But yeah, like I actually only read the first issue of that arc, and I was like, dang. So yeah, I do look forward to catching up with it because I don't generally read anything Batman, and I think this is going to be an interesting one to read.
Absolutely. All right, folks, it is that time where we do our absolutely proprietary, never before seen in any other medium, Magic Mirror, where we look through it and we see all you wonderful people out there and say, hi, we see you. We thank you for being here. And we hope that you know that we are here for you too. Please, please smile, or Mirror, it demands blood. I'm seeing Austin. Hi, Austin. I'm seeing Sean. Hello, Sean. I'm seeing Ben. Hi, Ben. I'm seeing the one and only Foley. And
you can too.
There we go.
We did not do that at all. That was bad.
I was trying to match the delay.
Oh, right. There would be a delay. Oh, no. And you can too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, 11 to 6:30. Friday, 11 to 7. Saturday, 11 to 5. Not Sunday. That's your day. Brandon, Sunday, 11 to 5. I'm Wednesday, Thursday, 11 to 7.
Yeah. And this week you get an extra half hour of Foley from 7 all the way to 7 p.m. on Thursday. Ooh la la.
What's happening?
Calm down.
Oh, me. I was like this Thursday, but no, I'm thinking next Thursday. Yes. Yes. And seriously, Andrew, thank you so much for taking on that extra half hour on Thursdays, because that saves a lot of stress for Brandon because he has deliveries on Thursday night. And I usually do the 6:30 to 7. So thank you.
Yeah. I'm seeing Andrew. Hello, Andrew. I'm seeing Jason. Howdy, howdy. I'm seeing Tyson. And somewhere around there's Tux.
Hi, Tux.
I'm seeing Bryce. Howdy, howdy. I'm seeing Dimension Argentina, who is hanging out.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, awesome. Yay. Well, all right, folks. That brings us to the end of the show. I have a half hour to eat something extra.
Yes. So I'll do a quick TLDR just in case you tuned in late. I will not be on the next show because my plane is coming home Tuesday night. So Brian and I will try to pre-record something. We don't know yet, but I won't be live on the show next week. But I will be back in store next Wednesday.
Yay! We're all very excited about that.
I'm very excited about it.
Awesome. Well, it's past midnight. Thank you for staying up, my love. I miss you. I probably won't call you after this just because it's late.
Yes, and I think this counts as a call. We caught up. We
Yeah,
just happened to do it
absolutely.
publicly.
We really did.
We really did.
Yeah, I have a couple other things I'll tell you tomorrow, but
Okay.
nothing
All right.
super urgent. So,
Alrighty. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you IRL next week.
all right, folks. Bye.